Hey everybody, Big Mike here, and welcome back to my history of comics. So this is going to be my second video about comic book artist sketches that I've gotten at conventions and appearances. Now in my first video I mentioned that at the MegaCon 2001 in Florida I got spoiled because so many artists did free sketches. Again, I think the company they were working for at the time, CrossGen, had a policy that they would give people free sketches at their con, which was great. But going forward, I found it most artists would charge, which, again, that's their right. That's how they make money. That's fine with me. But I did manage to get plenty of free stuff, and a few I've paid for at conventions since. It's just gone down to maybe 5 or less, which, again, can't say I'm not greedy, because I want whatever as many as I can, but is more reasonable, let's say. But anyway, Neil Vokes, an artist who drew some work with Kurt Busiek, including in Untold Tales of Spider-Man special, in which he meant Doctor Strange, drew me this very nice Harley Quinn. I was going to have him draw me Doctor Strange, but then I was looking through his sketchbook, and I really liked a couple of Harley Quinn pieces he had done, and I thought this one came out really cool. He drew it on a bigger piece of paper, because he didn't want to work on a smaller canvas, I guess. But, again, this was a very, very nice piece, and for free, so that was really cool of him. Next up we have Superman by Ed McGuinness. Ed McGuinness at the time was established but still kind of a rising star at the same time. I mean, he was drawing the Superman books, or one of them anyway. He had previously drawn Deadpool, if my memory serves right, if I've got the timeline straight. And it was during the time when a lot of artists came out with kind of this manga influence to them, drawing American superhero comics. I wasn't a fan of the trend, but McGuinness's work won me over. He seemed to get better with every assignment, and right now he's one of the top artists, generally drawing for Marvel. He recently drew the Hulk series that introduced the Red Hulk, and Nova, which featured the new version of Nova, but I mean, he's drawn just about everything. Every major superhero comic he's probably drawn the characters from at one time or another. This one is a little harder to see since it's done in pencil. Angel Medina, an artist who drew the Incredible Hulk in the mid-90s and then went on to draw the first arc of the Sam and Twitch series that spun off from Spawn. It was actually a very good series. Brian Michael Bendis, at the time, was kind of a rising star, and that was maybe his first big break. It's the first series he did I can recall that wasn't a creator-owned one. And I really enjoyed it. It was cool to meet him, and he drew me Twitch. I don't know what he's done recently. He seems to have kind of not been seen working in comics for a while. If anyone wants to leave a comment about a work that he's done recently, I'd be very happy to know. He had a very unique style. Probably another notable work he did around the same time was Kiss the Psycho Circus, Todd McFarlane's comic book about the band that actually I remember being met with some fan acclaim. So, Angel Medina. Here we have Me as the Hulk by Gene Ha. Love Gene Ha's artwork. He's drawn Top 10, the Alan Moore comic he did the penciling and inking for. He's drawn Justice League. He did some fill-ins for Starman. Very, very, just a lush look to his art. Painterly, just good stuff. So his deal was if you donated to the Comic Book Legal Defense Fund, he would draw a sketch of you as your favorite comic book character. So here's me, pre-beard, as the Hulk. And just, yeah, it's a fun little thing and really cool. And here is Batman by Mark McKenna. He's an inker. He's worked a lot with Mike McCone. He did a children's book called Banana Tale that my son really liked when he was 4 years old. And I would actually recommend for young kids. He's worked with lots and lots of artists on lots of different assignments. Talented guy. And this is John Cassidy's the name of the artist. The character is called Elijah Wood from the series Planetary. John Cassidy is probably best known for doing the art on Joss Whedon's Astonishing X-Men story. as well as all 27 issues of the series Planetary, plus the Planetary Batman special, which was great. So, very talented artist. What was kind of interesting was all his sketches were kind of like this. He'd almost do the middle of the character's face and a little bit of the clothes. But I think the effect works using kind of the negative space in the backing board to give a little bit of depth to it. And I really like this piece. Now, I think I'm the only person in the world who has a sketch like this. This is the Sistine Chapel by Paul Jenkins, a writer. He and Humberto Ramos had recently done a Spider-Man story arc at the time, so they were sitting near each other, signing that as well as other comics, and the line for Mr. Ramos was very long, and the line for Paul Jenkins was not, because everybody wanted a sketch from Humberto Ramos. I'll show you mine in a sec. But while we were waiting, Paul Jenkins said, "I will draw anybody anything." So I went up to him, and being a smartass, I said, "Alright, how about the Sistine Chapel?" And he looked at me and he feigned, how could I possibly do this? Oh, I'm in for it now. Goofiness. So, it says, "Yo, Moses, pull my finger." There's the Last Supper at the bottom. Up in the corner is God saying, "Praise me!" And I believe that's a butterfly in the middle. And there is a kangaroo over in the corner because he was trying to remember what was in the Sistine Chapel. He's like, "Kangaroo, there's got to be a kangaroo there, right?" Really funny guy, talented writer, and, well, I don't know if talented artist would be the best way to describe it, but certainly he tried hard. And last but not least for this video, Humberto Ramos drew me The Flash, and I just kind of love this one. Again, everyone gets a head sketch. He drew a little more of the body, and I like that he drew kind of the speed effects coming off him. Humberto Ramos, again, another manga-influenced guy, does Spider-Man now. I think he drew almost all of the Superior Spider-Man series and a lot of Amazing Spider-Man. He's been working pretty steadily since the 90s. And this was, 2002. I forget what he was doing. He was doing Spider-Man with Paul Jenkins at the time, although he's been working with Dan Slott in recent years. And again, just really, really cool looking sketch. Thank you for watching. If you want to leave a comment or a like or anything like that, please feel free to do so. And I'll be back with another video soon.